Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Give the tackle there to Morgan Burnett.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the...
Let's go.
Perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there, but there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And Eifert has it. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Such a valuable commodity to have a tight end who can run and get open. How about what he just did there? Worked his way from right to left across the field and found his way free.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. On play action, they'll throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Brian Orakpo. Coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. First carry for James Conner. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Let's go, let's go.
Roethlisberger will hand to Conner. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Now Roethlisberger. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That's complete to John Ross. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have real extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Back to throw now on 1st down. To the left side here for Eifert. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another 1st down as well. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got it 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. It's the fullback. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals are going to take a 1st quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now a 7-0 game. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Roethlisberger will throw. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And an alley to run. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So that penalty will back them up half the distance to the goal line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down he'll go at the 25. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
It seemed like the situation was 2nd and a mile to go for a first down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker, because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything, because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a 3rd down.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This will be taken at the 10. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before, because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters, because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. They're going to look to throw. And he's got the first down. Yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
And the Steelers signal for another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to one remaining. Mixon with a first down carry. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Hot! Hot! Hot!
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And it's third down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second
Watch
down.
it now, Barney! Barney! Hot!
They'll look to throw, and he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Call it. A gain is 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A handoff to Mixon. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Back to throw here. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Cameron Hayward. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Roll. He rifles one that's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. The drive will start with Connor. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And McDonald here over the middle. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some.
He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 37. It's a big play. Roethlisberger to Brown. 42 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Connor. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. He'll get this one to Switzer. And down inside the 15 he goes. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
Snickers, 66.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Snickers, you got to spin.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Geno Atkins able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. The Steelers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. Hard throw, incomplete.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but it must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. And he's got it up and through. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here we go. 4 down. Big.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. On the left side, it's McDonald. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
66.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McDonald. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Roethlisberger now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And Boswell's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They run with Connor. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And the Steelers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to float this one deep right side. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Now Bullock to add the extra point. Whoa. He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Over the middle here to Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Quarter. Jack 16.
They go play action here on first down. Keeps himself upright. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Jordan Willis in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Snickers, you got to spin.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Breaks through the contact. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 30 yards there.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Focus.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Sean Williams that time in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. James Washington, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Throw left side, complete to Ross. There he goes left side. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
230. Show that bench release to go. Jack 16. James. Back.
Here's Roethlisberger. Throw left side complete. It's McDonald. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the...
Now being hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. But it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Now Roethlisberger. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Fielded just inside the 20. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the speed.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Brian Arakpo. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football, and at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty.
All right, now look at 56.
Here's a give to Mixon. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now Brown. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And he'll power his way up near the 25. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Roethlisberger will throw. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Show that bench release and go. Set! 180! Spin.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Jack 16. Biggie. Snickers. Snickers. 8.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bengals will get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. It's Mixon on the counter. And an alley to run. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Toss play, counter. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. But at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his 2nd drop, indeed, not a good look. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. And that is incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. And out now, here come the Bengals. But they can thank their defense for another stop. And now, look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. Work it down. And, of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you can pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Brian Arakpo in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. Now the Bengals on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. They'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Boyd. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 37.
Like 80. Snickers, you got to spin. Iggy.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Devontae Harris. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Running left, it's Mixon. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. They'll set up to throw. Going up top. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up.
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. The safety, Rashad Jones, brings him down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now Joe Mixon, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game. And he's got a first down. Now Roethlisberger on first down. His throw incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Escapes the sack. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Snickers, you got to spin. Double bump. Baby. One day. Snickers, you got to spin. Oh, yeah. Here we go again. Here we go again. Quarter.
Ben to throw again. Over the middle. Hauled in by Smith-Schuster. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, but he's taken down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Ben on 3rd and long. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Now Bernard. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. This is their fullback. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Cincinnati, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Indianapolis next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Trying to get in. Open the play with the book of the champion. Get flipped if you trying to get in. I got the front defense, they got the end. Going for long on 1st and 10. Gotta go hard, we gotta get fouled. No loss or excuses, cause we gotta win. They say they sleep, must not be a fan. Get at your mans and mess up your plans. Look at your stance and look at your hands. I do what I want and you do what you can. I do it for fans, you do it for fame. EA Sports, we in the game. EA. I am the coach and the player of the game. They gon' remember the name. We want back ends. Back ends.